You're watching Saints Now by Chat Sports. As always, I'm your host, Trizzy Trace Girouard. I want to go through a few players that I want to see more from. And what does that mean? Well, it's a lot of different things. I want to see them get more time on the field. They either are on the field and I want to see them play better, or they just haven't really gotten utilized after being around for some time. So let's start off this conversation on the offensive side of the football. First things first, want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on your notifications. Wide receiver, Devaughn Vele. I was going to see if you guys would make a guess at where I was going to go with this one. Devaughn Vele, I need to see more from him. 6'5", 210 pounds. He is the biggest wide receiver in the room. And the fact that he has only played 88 snaps on offense, that is disgusting. That is really disappointing. And quite frankly, it's a little bit of a head-scratching decision considering what you traded away to get him. It was a 4th and a 7th round pick, and you get a possession wide receiver in return. He has reliable hands. And fun fact, in 2024, he caught 60% of his contested catches. This year, we haven't really seen him do much. 5 targets. He's caught the ball 4 times, 29 yards, and one of those was for a touchdown. And the thing that I really liked about the touchdown that Devaughn Vele had was, remember, it was against the Niners. Did a really good job of creating space, putting his body between him and the defender, and putting himself in front of the football where only he could make the play. I thought it was a really, really good route by Devaughn Vele. And we have seen him get a little bit more usage as the weeks have progressed. He didn't get a ton at first because it takes a minute to get to know the playbook. It takes a minute to get the chemistry with the quarterback. So, I can understand why it may have taken a moment. But for Devaughn Vele, it's really, really shocking that they haven't started to open him up and open up his usage a little bit more, considering the things that he provides to this offense. And look, I think that this is a team that definitely could be much better in the red zone. And so how can you find more success? Devaughn Vele. Throw the ball to the contested catch specialist. Throw the ball to the guy who's really, really good at boxing out other players. Throw the ball to the guy who's the big-bodied receiver that you have on the roster. It's pretty simple, but crazy concept. I know. The Saints are 29th in red zone percentage in terms of touchdowns. They got to find ways to be more effective, and I think Devaughn Vele is a player that can help them find more success. So why did we trade Devaughn Vele if we're not going to use him? It's kind of my question. It's not like there's all of these illustrious pass catchers in New Orleans that are just beating him out for reps. Why do we trade for him if he's not going to be a part of the offensive plan? And that's not to say he's not a part of the offensive plan, but it sure as hell doesn't feel like he has been. He's kind of been MIA outside of a couple of first downs and a touchdown. And again, 5 targets. 88 snaps. I would like to see that, both of those numbers, severely increase. Now let's get into the second player here. We're going to go defense. Quincy Riley. So Devaughn Vele, kind of going back to this. I want to see more from him from the standpoint of he needs more reps. He needs more snaps. He needs more looks. He needs more opportunities. Quincy Riley, he has been starting to get those more reps. He's been starting to get more snaps. He's been starting to get more runs. So much so that he's actually in line to start. Isaac Yiadom, he missed last week with a hamstring injury. On Thursday for the injury report, he was a limited participant, which was an upgrade from Wednesday when he did not participate. So things are trending in the right direction for Isaac Yiadom. But Quincy Riley started in place of Isaac Yiadom, and he's been starting to get more and more snaps. He's gotten 132 total snaps on defense so far this season. And I will say he had a really, really strong start. Do not want to take anything away from the first few outings that we saw of Quincy Riley. He has been really good to start off for the black and gold. Last week, though, not good. He got absolutely cooked. So far this season, 8 tackles, 2 pass breakups, a forced fumble. Look, I think that Quincy Riley is a player I'm not necessarily too worried about. I want to see more from him because I want to see him continue to grow and develop, and I want to see him get more opportunities to make plays. I want to see him get more reps. There's going to be rookie struggles. There's going to be problems. There's going to be issues. There's going to be mistakes that are made, and that is okay. I want to emphasize that is okay. He is still a rookie, and I am not necessarily worried about this player's development. He was a very high-level guy coming out of Louisville, a very talented and high-level producer in terms of the statistics and the pass breakups and the tackles and the interceptions. He was a ball hawk at Louisville. And so for Quincy Riley, I think that he's somebody who, as time continues to pass and as he gets more reps and he goes against quality pass catchers, it will only help him because iron sharpens iron, and I think that that will be a really big one for Quincy Riley. And it's no mystery that the black and gold have struggled in coverage. They got to find ways to hold up better. They got to find ways to break up more passes. They got to find ways to keep the receivers from busting open a 40, 50-yard touchdown. They got to find ways to bring down the ball carrier after they make the catch. They got to find ways to stop plays even if they do give up the catch. Like, the defensive backs, especially the coverage side of the defense, it's just been bad. And in the cornerback room specifically, Quincy Riley is a player that I'm really, really high on. And Kool-Aid McKinstry, we're going to talk about him in a second. He's a player that I think needs to be better. Like, I just think that the future is really bright with a young cornerback trio of these three players. And I think that considering all of the tape we've seen from Quincy Riley, he will be headed in the right direction. Another player, though, honorable mention for this video. I need to see more. I need to see better football out of Kool-Aid McKinstry. Goodness gracious. For a player, reminder, the Saints traded up to go and get in the second round last year. He's been underwhelming. He has been. He's had one good game. He has had one game against the Giants. That was awesome. Like, not taking it away from him whatsoever. He was amazing against the Giants. Where is that Kool-Aid McKinstry? I mean, honestly, hot take, maybe we just start calling him JaQuincy until he starts playing better. Crazy thing to do? I don't know. But honorable mention, Kool-Aid McKinstry needs to start playing better football. He's supposed to be the CB1. The Saints traded away Marshawn Lattimore with confidence in Kool-Aid McKinstry. I don't know what's going on. All the reports around him this summer and throughout training camp were really positive. Don't know what's happening here with Kool-Aid. All in all, I can say I think that this is the first year in the new scheme. It's the first year with this defense under Brandon Staley. Give it some time. We've only seen 6 games of it, and it has overall gotten better since week 1. But still a lot of room to be made in terms of improvements. Now, really quickly, we're going to get to my last and my favorite name on this list. But first things first, this Alvin Kamara shirt, it's on sale today and today only. So make sure you click the link in the comments or description of this video, or just visit chatsports.com/AKshirt. All sizes are available. He does not want to get traded. He ain't going anywhere. So if you want to celebrate AK being a Saint for life and you want to rock out with this shirt on Bourbon Street, at the bars, you want to go and look fresh, you want to rock it to game day, go and get this shirt. Click the link in the comments or description to get yours today. I'm a dirty little stud, baby. Give me Danny Stutsman. I need more. I need more. I need more. Let me put it this way. I want to make something blatantly obvious when it comes to Danny Stutsman. Why do I want to see more from Danny Stutsman? Why not? Why not? Honestly. Like, if I had to be totally genuine and you wanted me to just get a little bit off the hinges with this, if I'm a junkie, Danny Stutsman's my drug, and game day's my needle and my spoon. And I need to see Danny Stutsman on the field more than 10 snaps. 10 snaps. We have had 10 snaps on the field with Danny Stutsman on defense. P. Warner has not been playing nearly good enough to only give him 10 snaps. Just going to put that out there. He is such a high-level player. He is somebody who can provide such a spark. He's somebody that has already quickly become a fan favorite, and he's a player that is ultra-productive. He's a phenomenal leader, and he's somebody that has excellent instincts, not just against the run, but also he can hold up in coverage really, really well. He's done a handful of things. 10 snaps, 9 tackles. I'm actually... Live reaction, I need to make sure that's right because I don't know if I actually typed that in correctly. Danny Stutsman, thus far, according to Pro Football Reference, my God, 9 tackles, 6 solo, 3 assists. 9 tackles on 10 snaps. That's 90%. 90% of the time when he's on the field, he's getting a tackle. Put him on the fucking field. What are we doing? I'm sorry, Pete Werner just not good enough. Put Danny Stutsman back on the field more often. He needs to get more reps. He needs to continue to grow. He needs to have this time to develop. You are doing a disservice to Danny Stutsman by not putting him on the field. I can understand for the first few weeks. I get it. What are we doing now? Get him on the field. Stop wasting time. And look, he did get some run against the Patriots. You want to know what happened? What's crazy? Guess what happens? Drake May sees Danny Stutsman on the field. They get to stop. I don't think there's any mystery to that. I don't think that was an accident. I genuinely don't. I genuinely do not think that this was an accident. Remember, Drake May kind of had a little bit of an interesting game where he cooked the Saints. Really, only big play one big play that stuck out was when the Saints got to stop on fourth down, and Danny Stutsman was on the field for that. I mean, you can't sit here and tell me that number 28 is somebody that can't make a difference. You can't sit here and convince me that Pete Werner can do more than number 28. Want to know why? Because on 10 snaps, we have seen Danny Stutsman have 9 tackles. Pete Werner's getting burnt in coverage. Pete Werner's missing tackles. Pete Werner's sort of becoming not a liability, but he hasn't been ultra reliable. Like Demario Davis, yes, he has been. He's older, but he's still been playing really good football. I think Danny Stutsman needs more reps, especially on field next to Demario. It's going to help him so much in the long term. We got to get on the field. And Stutsman had some really, really awesome things to say. I'm so impressed with this young man. And every time we get the opportunity to hear him speak or see him play, he just proves more and more why he's an impressive player. And we had the honor and the pleasure of talking with him and his dad here on Saints Now. I highly encourage you to go check out that interview. It was before training camp. It was absolutely awesome. I think we're seeing a lot of what we've seen in Danny Stutsman. We've seen a lot of things that he talked about in that interview, but here's what he said on the limited snap count. It's putting reps in the bank. Those reps right there will grow with interest. And hopefully in the future, when I have a great career, it'll be due to those 6 snaps right there. He's talking about the 6 snaps that he took against the Patriots. I'm excited to see the takeover, man. I really am. I don't know why it's taking this long. I don't know why there's any sort of hesitation. Danny Stutsman, I want to see more from because he's so damn good. He's the cracker with the juice. Get him on the field. Let him make a difference. Let him go out there and have some fun. We're not going to be winning a ton of games anyway. You might as well start developing the young guys and giving these kids an opportunity to really grow and really shine, especially when they have the blessing of playing alongside a Demario Davis. I don't know how you could possibly sit here and justify keeping him off the field as the season progresses. You need to increase his snap count every single week. That's not something I'm willing to budge on. He needs more reps. The Saints need more reps from Danny Stutsman, and he needs more reps. Who's a player that you want to see more from? I gave you 3. And I think this is a really fun question because, again, it's not like who's a player that you want to see be better? Kool-Aid McKinstry is definitely one that comes to mind. Who's a player you want to see more on the field from? Jonas Sanker. He was really exciting, and he's had a pretty fun start to his career. I want more of that. It's so fun. Like, there's a lot of guys that come to mind here. Kendre Miller, Devin Neal. There's a lot of players. I want you to name one. I gave you 3, sort of 4 with Kool-Aid McKinstry in the mix. Appreciate you guys for rocking and rolling with us here on this video. My name is Trizzy Trace Girouard. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for Loco Lopez. Y'all stay golden, and we will see you next time.